Welcome back. Another view of Monaco and Monte Carlo in particular, just at the far bottom of our picture. That's where they've all just finished the opening stage time trial. Fabian Cancellara has run out to be an extraordinary winner. So for those of you who've missed it, and I hope there are not too many of you, let's have a look at our Cadillac performance highlights of the day. Lance Armstrong, an early start, Paul. He went out from the start house 17 minutes past 10 Eastern time today. He came back with the best time.
Well, he did. It was an amazing performance by Lance Armstrong. The first time he started the Tour de France in 4 years, and when he came up to the finish line, it was a phenomenal performance.
And we thought he would stand for a long time, but his Astana teammate had other ideas. Levi Leipheimer went out not long after Lance Armstrong. They took early starts by choice, and he rode very, very well in a familiar position. As he headed down towards the finish, it was close, but when he got there, there was no contest. It was now Levi Leipheimer, number one on the board.
Well, his time stood for a very long time until, of course, another Astana rider came in, Andreas Klöden, the German rider on the same squad. He caught the man that started 1 minute in front of him, and he blew by him and kept that turbo going right the way down towards the finish line. It really was an opening performance by Team Astana, and when Andreas Klöden came up to the line, he stopped it with a brand new best time.
Klöden is back. He's back alongside his favourite mate, Lance Armstrong, from a Belgian team last year. With the continued surprise that the big men came towards the end, Garmin Slipstream's Bradley Wiggins from the UK shows us why he's been the best pursuiter in the world and at Olympic level. He didn't quite get to the top. But Fabian Cancellara, who didn't get to the top of the mountains in first place, in fact he went over in fourth. He certainly showed revenge on the way back to the finish. He bridged 90 seconds to Denis Menchov, winner of the Giro d'Italia, and then raced for the line. The inevitable was certain to happen. Best time.
The best time. He turned around a 6-second deficit into an 18-second advantage on the finish line over Alberto Contador, and for him not only was it the victory, but it was a double header because it was the yellow jersey too.
And what about Alberto Contador? Counted down in the colours of the new time trial champion of Spain, and he really is now a man we can never say can't ride a time trial anymore. This guy flew up the hill. He got the King of the Mountains jersey as a result. Didn't come down quite as quick as the fabulous Cancellara, but nonetheless he was in the frame on the podium in second.
But don't forget, there's a lot of other riders thinking about winning this Tour de France, and Cadel Evans knew that he had to put in a solid star performance in the time trial. He had the advantage of starting second from the end, but I think he had a slight problem with his mechanics in the early part of the race because he struggled to get his gearing properly. However, on the descent down towards the finish, he pulled himself back into this race. When he came into the finishing chicane, he knew the times to beat, but he couldn't quite do it on this occasion. When he stopped the clock, it registered the 5th fastest time, but the time lost was not too much.
Can't say the same, I'm afraid, for Carlos Sastre, the last to go of the 180 rider field. He was never in the frame, as the cameras even missed him out of the start house originally. He got to the finish, he conceded a few seconds. He's looking at a bit of time now to make up as the race starts tomorrow into France. Congratulations here, Bjarne Riis in the background, the manager of Saxo Bank. And let's not forget, this man won the opening prologue in Liège once. He also won in London, and now he is the champion for tomorrow. That's our Cadillac performance highlights. Well.